I feel like I'm Rafiki holding up Simba. I have books to haul. We have several things here. We have some library books, we have some ARCs from publishers, and we have quite a mixed genre here going on. So I will start off, I'll pop them there. I will start off with the two that I got from publicists at the publishers, one of which I'm doing a giveaway with. So by the time this video is up, that giveaway may have happened, but I'll let you know about it anyway. That first one is from Macmillan. This is The Charmed Life of Alex Moore. Yes, it's a hardback. And I don't really know what it's about because I haven't actually read it yet. But it is, it has the tagline, there are success stories and then there are true stories. And it says, how would you feel if everything in your life suddenly started to go right? 6 months ago, Alex Moore was stuck in a dead-end job, feeling her potential quietly slip away. Then seemingly overnight, she launched her dream startup and became one of London's fast and growing tech stars. So it's very much a contemporary novel. It sounds like it's very much going to be, I mean, I don't know what the writing style is like, but it, ooh, actually, how nice is that typeface? That font is gorgeous. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to that from that aspect. So that is the first one. As I said, there will either be or have been a giveaway of this on my Twitter, so do double check just in case it hasn't went live yet. Then we have one from Penguin. This is Mad by Chloe Esposito, and when the publicist messaged me and said, would you like this book? And they said it's part of a trilogy. The first one's called Mad, the second one's called Bad, and I replied and said if the third one's not called Dangerous to Know, I'll be deeply disappointed. Apparently the third one is called Dangerous to Know, so that's Lady Caroline's name for Lord Byron. I don't actually think it's got anything to do with Byron, I will find out. But this is based around the 7 deadly sins, and each chapter is dedicated, well, each section is dedicated to a deadly sin. The cover is beautiful. I haven't yet gotten Bad in my hands, but I will be getting a copy of Bad, I've been told, so I will show you that when I get it. Looking forward to reading this one. According to the Telegraph, it's the must-have beach read, so if you're into, I'm not sure if it's kind of chick litty, but as if I can show you this a little bit here, there's like an email conversation and things, so it's here, so it's very much a contemporary style book. Then we have the library books, and some of the books that I wanted they didn't have, which was very upsetting. I actually wanted Dostoevsky's, well, anything by Dostoevsky. I wasn't particularly bothered which one I got, but I couldn't find any. So I made myself feel better by getting a couple of novels, a couple of true stories about abused children. It's my guilty pleasure. It's such a weird thing to like to read, but they're just so relaxing, but also emotive. So we have one by Casey Watson. Casey Watson's one of my favourites, and this one is A Stolen Childhood, and I love the look of that, because normally they're really white, but this one's a bit more colourful. Then we have one by a writer I hadn't heard of. This is Maggie Hartley. It's called Who Will Love Me Now. I love stories written by fosterers and foster carers. They're just so fascinating. Then we have finally The Taming of the Shrew. You may know that is a very funny picture of Shakespeare. I will be there. I am currently reading Shakespeare's works. I'm trying to read one a month. I've read maybe 7 or 8 of them. And it's getting harder to find some of them in my local library, but I did find a copy of The Taming of the Shrew. And I kind of, oh, this one just feels so old. It just feels wonderful. Really looking forward to reading. And then we have, let's go with this one first. We have Aurora, Leigh and Other Poems by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. I did want a biography about Barrett Browning, and the reason this came about is because I was in the National Portrait Gallery and I turned around and there was this portrait which turned out to be Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and I just looked at her and thought, oh my goodness, I love you. She is gorgeous, and that's a really shallow thing to say, but one of the reasons I love her is because she has her hair down. And it's so rare to see a portrait from that period with a woman with her hair down, and she's beautiful, and she's got quite this gothic aura, and she's just gorgeous. She's really beautiful. So I thought, I want to see what your writing's like, because I've not really, there's not a picture of her in here, which is a bit upsetting. That's not her. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it's all about. I love history. If I didn't study literature, I would have studied history, and I feel like it's so hard to get to know a new topic of history without being all-consuming. So I go to the library a lot, obviously, and I look at the history books and I say, oh, today I want to learn about the Crimean War, but the books they have are like this thick and they're so detailed, and it's like, it's not really a beginner's guide. And then I found this. I should know that, Great Britain, and this just has, from what I can see, just a bunch of facts, not all historical, there's a lot of kind of societal things in here and culture, but just little tidbits of information about British history and culture, and I thought that would be, I love knowledge, I'm so bad at like pub quizzes, but I love knowledge. So this I'm really looking forward to reading, and then just seeing what kind of new things I can discover. Latest batch of books, I absolutely love them. Of course, thank you to Macmillan and Penguin for sending those. They're going straight to the top of my TBR pile for this month. And I'm really looking forward to Elizabeth Barrett Browning, especially. She is, wow, I'm excited. If you've read any of those, I would of course love to know what you think of them. Any suggestions for books I should be reading, as always, let me know, and I'll speak to you all soon.